I think the death of a man is when he decides to settle. The death of a man is when he decides to accept anything less than the best for himself. When a man says, it's good enough, it's okay, I don't need to be rich, I don't need to have a great physique, I don't need to be strong, I don't need to be fit, I don't need to have freedom. When a man settles below what he knows deep down in his soul that he's capable of, that is the true death of a man. Because you'll never ever be fulfilled in life if you decide to settle. In whatever it may be, you see it all the time. Maybe you settled for that girl that you knew wasn't good enough for you, but you knew she was always there, and you knew she was guaranteed to always be there. Maybe you're in that job that makes you a good living, that pays your bills, that is relatively easy for you to do. You just get up and do it on autopilot. Even though it's making you miserable, you still never leave it, and you say it's good enough because I'm able to pay my bills, I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that, I'm able to live a relatively comfortable, easy life. But deep down, you want to start a business, or deep down, you want to help men get better, or whatever it may be. Maybe right now you're out of shape and you've convinced yourself that a good physique isn't worth anything, that being fit actually isn't good. That's what settling does to a man. Settling reprograms your mind into believing as your reality that average is good enough, because that's what settling is to me. Settling is accepting anything less than the best for yourself. We all have greatness within us. We can all be rich. We can all have great physiques. We can all be strong. But it's what you believe up here that you can do. It's not about your genetics. It's not about your circumstances. It's not about your lack of talent. It's not about your lack of great parents, or your lack of high intelligence or a high IQ. Or it's not about where you're born. Everything you think is limiting you, you have made up here. Your limits are formed here. Whatever you think up here will form into your reality. The reason I'll never settle is because I know how good I can be. I see that best version of myself, the fittest version of me, the richest version of me, the most free version of me, the most disciplined version of me. That version of me is out there. And what kind of man would I be if I just settled for good enough? That's exactly why the world is where it is and men are where they are. Men have been told in this modern generation that it's okay. It's okay to be below excellent. It's okay to be below the standard. It's okay to have low standards for yourself. Don't have too high goals. Be realistic. All this stuff that has been peddled to men is just making men worse and worse and worse. And I hate to see it. I hate seeing a man settling for good enough when he is capable of greatness. Every single man has greatness within him, but it is up to him whether or not he decides to chase it. Or not even chase it. It is up to him whether or not he decides to get up and achieve it. Because you can achieve greatness. It's not going to be easy, but everything worthwhile is difficult. Everything worth having is not easy. I know I will be cheating myself if I settle. I know that settling will not make me fulfilled. Settling in whatever area in my life is the death of me, is the death of my potential. Because once you realize how much potential you are truly wasting, you are never ever going to be lazy again. Once you realize once you get a taste of how good you can truly become, that's when you'll be more disciplined than ever. That's when you will take action. Everyone always tells me, be realistic, your goals are too high, it's never gonna happen. Why sacrifice this? Why sacrifice that? Why are you so confident? All these questions and people projecting their limits and their beliefs onto me. And this is exactly why I don't spend any time around the negative people or even around average-minded people. Because even when I find myself sometimes in those situations, it makes me even happier because I just realize how far ahead mentally I am. Settling in whatever area of your life will just bring you misery. Settling for that girl just because she's okay and she's always going to be there, you're never going to be fulfilled. Settling with a job that just pays your bills and you can live comfortably, you're never ever going to be fulfilled. A man is fulfilled when he's working towards something that's bigger than himself. A man is fulfilled when he is working towards his purpose. And most men haven't found their purpose. Maybe you watching this video haven't found your purpose yet, and that's okay. So start trying stuff. Try this, try that, because your purpose doesn't just come to you. Your purpose will come through you trying different things, failing, getting better, adapting, and overcoming. Spend more time in silence and watch how many new thoughts about your life come to you, because you would be surprised how much you actually get to know about yourself in those times of silence. Because I promise, if you ask yourself this question and you really want an answer, what's my purpose? You sit and you meditate on it long enough in your room in the quiet, you will get an answer. Maybe it won't be an answer you like, but you will get an answer. You've been settling for far too long, and men have settled with just good enough for far too long. Don't allow yourself to be below excellent. Don't accept anything less than the best for yourself. Don't accept anything less than greatness for your life. Build an extraordinary life for yourself, because that's what you deserve, and that's what God put you on this earth for. God did not put you on this earth to be average, to just live a normal life and die like you never even lived. You have one life, so live like it. I'll never settle. I know I'm going to achieve what I want. And I will not ever allow any negative energy to enter into my mind. Because your mind truly does shape your reality.